Hey guys, welcome back to another Preachers Creatures video. I'm back in town. I've been on the road this week and finally got the time to shoot a video. And I thought what we'd do today is look at Mad Micas Sea Glass and play around with it a little bit and see what we can do with it. I've never used this before, so we'll learn together. Appreciate you tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button. And as usual, we'll see you on the flip side. All right, we got our plastisol up to temp. Actually got it a little high, but it doesn't seem to be hurting it. And I think what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and start with a, since we're doing a half a cup, let's start with a smidgen, which is 1/32. We usually start out with this and end up having to go double up, but you know the saying goes you can always add more, but you can't take any out, and that's especially true when you're dealing with this plastic, hot plastisol. So all right, we got that cleaned off and don't have to worry about any cross contamination. Got our overhead camera going, and I'm interested to see what this is going to look like. This was actually recommended to me by Nina. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think it's Nina over at Mad Micas. And she recommended the color to me, and I was going to get some, but said, wait a minute. And somebody that works there said, we're actually out of it. But when I come down to my bait station, I actually seen that I had some. And so anyhow, but she recommended it. It was a good color, so we're going to give it a try. It's kind of a nice teal color. And I'm going to shoot a different mold than I've shot on video before. Well, that does look like sea glass, doesn't it? Hope y'all are picking that up well. Make sure there ain't no clumps. I typically haven't had any issues with clumping when it comes to the colors, other than the the word. Sorry, y'all gotta forgive me. I'm sick too. If I have to do a lot of coughing breaks, not coffee breaks, but coughing breaks, I'll have to edit the video quite a bit. But anyway, the fluorescent colors, those are the ones that typically seem to want to clump the most. Let me get a temperature check on this, make sure. 322. I tell you what, that 1/32 to me looks like it's adequate. And so I tell you what I want to do. I'm going to bump the temperature just a little bit. Because I'm going to add something. I think, yeah, you haven't seen me use a lot of the 8-bit products on my channel. I'll be honest with you, I'm guilty of analysis paralysis, and you know, I'm afraid I'll mess something up, or you know, when you have something that is as valuable as these, you know, you don't want to just throw them around. Well, at least I can't afford to. But I do want to use them, and I want them to be done right. Hopefully, we'll be doing that. And what I want to use today is Glimmerfin. And the reason I'm picking that is because it kind of has a green tint to it, and with this being kind of a green base. But I want to try to add some of that and see how that works with this. So we're going to cut the video, pop this in the microwave, and we'll be back. All right, so here we go. We got this back up to temperature, I hope. And looks like it is anyway. Yeah. Actually got up there again, a little hot. So, but I don't know if you can see that in the cup real good. That is a nice aqua color. And I can tell why they called it sea glass now. So let's add some of these, some of this 8-bit siren scales Glimmerfin and see what that does to it. I think let's go with a 16th. Because these are all different sizes, I believe. And there they go, like little fairies floating around. That's all I need in my sinuses after. If you can't tell, I've been sick. But that's beautiful, hitting the cup. Let me get that stirred in. And we'll take a look at it and see if we need any more. Get it off the knife. I think that's going to be a decent little shot right there. There's enough in there that they are active in the cup, but they're not overwhelming. And so let's get that, let's see. Let's get that shot right quick. Ooh. Maybe I need to, nope, we're good. All right. That's what happens when you don't stir. As you take the temperature, you think it's it doesn't give you a correct temperature. All right, so let's get this done. I'm going to be shooting a new to me mold. This is the 4.3 sleigh bait, 4.3 3-cavity sleigh bait, and I think that's the perfect color to show in this. All right, so let's get things ready and we'll get it shot. All right, so we got our safety glove on and we're going to be shooting this mold right here. I don't think I'll be in the way. Maybe I will be, but that'll be all right. Been on the road and sick, and that hadn't been fun. But, well, being sick wasn't fun. I was in a meeting, Jubilee, and it was a really good meeting. Done me a lot of good. All right, let's get these. Man, this, I haven't shot this mold on camera, but this mold is such an easy mold to shoot. And I'm interested to see how this will turn out. It's an interesting color. I like it. It's sea glass. I think's what it's called. It reminds you of ocean water. Might not be a good color to fish the ocean with, if you think about it, if it blends in. Now, if you're out on the Atlantic, I'm in North Carolina, so North and South Carolina, they don't really have like this color of ocean water. From time to time, it will be like that. But for the most part, it's a little darker. And but anyhow, yeah, if you're in a tropical area with water like that, the fish might not see that bait real well. But I just thought it'd be a good bait to shoot it in so we could see the color demo. All right, guys, I'm gonna let that cool down a little bit, and we'll be right back. You know, while we're waiting on that to cool, I think I might do another round and shoot some crappie jigs while we're at it. So shouldn't be an issue. And let's see, we'll warm up this side. Let's shoot the crappie slayers, and might even have enough to, I'll tell you what, let's do the gillies first. And then we'll do the slayers. So 2-inch gillies by Hog Salad. Love that mold as well. And then here we go. All right. Well, maybe had enough. I don't know. The slayers may not have. I may not have had enough to do them. Boy, you want to talk about a beautiful color. I mean, I love jewel type colors, and that's exactly what this is, just with those 8-bit bait siren scales in there. And again, that's Glimmerfin. It just pairs up with this so nice. There's not much of it left in there. So anyway, so let's those crappie molds should have already cooled down. And well, get my thing done here. Run around like a chicken with my head cut off. Let me turn this off so that it don't turn on in the middle of demonstration. All right, let's go ahead and start with that 4.3 sleigh bait. And I like to pull them from one side. It helps. Maybe that's a big mama jamma right there. Look at that beauty. And of course it's got the hook slots, but I think we got just enough of those siren scales in there to just give that boost of reflective property, and the color is very close. It's just a neat effect right there. So hold on, you need something, honey?
I'm getting ready to fix me some bologna and eggs. I was going to see if you wanted some.
Bologna and eggs. Yes.
Okay.
And you just made the video. Well, there you go. For bologna and eggs, I'll keep that in. But man, let me just get one of these out. And just beautiful, beautiful bait. I mean, just got the glimmer. That is beautiful. It's like we always say, it's hard to pick that up on camera, but I'm telling you, that is outstanding. Let me try a little trick here. Let's see here. I got a light I can turn on. Oh yeah. We might be able to showcase this. There we go. We got some light going. Hopefully it'll focus. How awesome is that? Got that hook slot in the bottom, and then got the little slot on top so that you can, I guess the word is transpose your hook. And that is just gorgeous. 3 of them. So here we go. Now we've got the 2.0 gillies from Hog Salad. There we go. We'll open that mold. this mold is very interesting in how it opens up. But man, what a beautiful bait. That is just gorgeous. Love those gillies, man. And the crappie tear them up. But would you look at that sea glass and that Glimmerfin combo? How beautiful is that? That is sweet. Hopefully it's focused in. All right, so now let's go to our final mold here, which is didn't shoot completely. So we didn't have enough plastic, but I think given the runners, you know what? I think we do have a complete one. That's got a dent in it and some bubbles. We may not have a complete one here, and that's okay. It happens. Better that it happens with this than with a laminate. All right, so this one's got a dent in it, but we're going to show it anyway because you can see what it looks like in the crappie crusher. So, how about that? It's a beautiful little bait, ain't it? I'm pleased with it. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to melt these down, and along with the runner from the gillies, and then the top of the port for these sleigh baits, and I will have enough to make a run of this. And so don't worry about that. It will not go to waste. Well, guys, I know it's kind of a short video for me, but you can tell by my voice I'm still recovering. But I did want to get a video out, and man, I really have enjoyed these Mad Mica products. Again, this is Sea Glass, and we only put a 30-second in there. I mean, if you wanted it, I wanted it transparent because I also wanted to showcase these siren scales. Again, that's Glimmerfin, and look at that. Boy, glimmer is the right word. But I wanted to showcase those, so I wanted a little more transparent. But guys, I'm loving the results of that. And so, anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey, we're climbing on up there. I think as of today, I was like 745 subscribers. So we are headed towards 1,000. And man, I couldn't do it without you. And I appreciate everybody that watches the videos, subscribes to the channel, shares, that kind of thing. And man, I just love this bait making community. I appreciate, I've been interacting some with Chris over at Lip Rippers and Carl over at DVL Customs Baits, and enjoyed talking to those guys. And I honestly can't say that I have had a bad conversation with any of the guys out there that share this hobby. And man, that just goes a long way. It makes you want to keep doing what you're doing. So anyhow, thanks for the support, guys, and hopefully I'm supporting y'all. But let's keep at it. And what I always say, don't forget, you'll love the features of Preacher's Creatures. And bologna sandwiches. Hey guys, welcome back to another Preacher's Creatures video. I thought what we did, have to start that one over, wanna.